You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be
Time for all your empty lies. I used to think that you were only mine, but I was blinded by a shallow light. I'll call your friends, I'll let them know that I'm so done with the tragic boys. Tonight I'll get into my zone. I'll dance until the tears are gone. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these fears away. Don't need it. Don't need it. Being you just made me realize all the things I used to sacrifice just to please you, just to call you mine. But look at me now, I have the time of my life.
Hello, good evening. How are you doing? Hope you're well. It's very, 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 very wet and rainy outside. Winter's here. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But still, we're indoors, so can't complain. Time has just gone 10:30, which is very late in the evening. So, as I put in my title, it'll be a short stream. Inverted commas. But yeah, I do need to finish early because I'm saying just about to finish now. An hour later, hour and a half, 2 hours later, it's like, oh, I need to finish. So, probably about 2 hours I'm aiming for, if not before. So yeah, we're just going to catch up with what's going to be on. It wasn't meant to be on today, but probably won't be on tomorrow. So yeah, going to take the opportunity whilst it's here to get a couple of bits done that I wanted to do, and yeah, I kind of see what's going on. Again, I apologise if you can hear a fan. Hopefully it's not too loud, but give me a shout if it's really annoying. I'll switch it off, but try not to melt. Give me 1 second though before I do anything. One second, just trying to find out some information. Okay. One second. Right, that's bit done. So I logged on briefly and done the little bit of writing I needed to do straight away, so I've got that done. So Ensign Nexus has moved in, excellent. So make sure his name's on the board. He's on there. It's okay. People sleep on the floor. It still confuses me. Sleep on the bed. You don't have to sleep in the bed. You sleep on the bed. That's fine. Hello, chicken. Ba. Saddle. Here's my saddle. I've got any ink in here. Copy one. Stop. I'll just go drop this book back in here. There we are. Right, whose wolf is this? Say, Master Nexus. should put his let me go do this first. So I've not checked up here, mailbox and stuff for a while. So yeah, I've just not had the opportunity. Get carried away down P.L.U. I think it's War Games tomorrow, isn't it? Do, 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 do. Go this way. Sheep.
There is an emergency situation there.
Arr. Davenport's there, so ugh. Ah, hello. How you doing, Mr. Meep? You good?
Good. Have you seen a cadet around Macon?
No, I've just come from my house. Not seen anybody, unfortunately.
Yep. There's no senior instructor around, and he needs to get promoted because it's his 5th day, and he needs to get promoted because Dr. Morgan needs more staff. So
Is he being all signed off though?
yes, he has. I have his book right here.
Ah, excellent. I'm going to say, appreciate we need the people, but if he's not got his book signed off, then I don't think we need to be rushing through to promote someone who's not completed the training. So, but no, I've not seen him.
No, the book is completed. The book
excellent.
is complete.
No, excellent. But no, unfortunately, no, I can't help you on that one. I'm afraid I've not seen any red jackets running around on my journey between here and the trade dock, so that may help to eliminate areas, and hopefully it does.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Right, I'll let you carry on. I'm sorry, I should have said standards. Apologies for that.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, carry on. Good to see you though. Got some bits to do. Thank you very much. Salvarian. With the gift sub. Hang on. What have I just missed? Look. That's it. Right. My god. Okay, right. What's going on here? I'm trying to read my Salvarian 5 gift subs. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And yeah, what do you say to that? It's something that does not happen. I think the last time it happened was in season 4, when Ven raided me. I got some gift subs back then, but it's I was looking. I'm expecting 1 sub, but 5. Thank you, very much appreciated. So is it Stewart 43, Isle 1, Lemon Drizzle, and Vilia. Don't forget to say thanks to Salvarian if you're here, and another one. Is that's still part of the same 5? Is it? No, that's not. My god. Pork belly. Streamlabs is repeating itself by the looks of it. Or you've just gone on broken Streamlabs, because Streamlabs is going, what the hell is going? Stream Elements is going, what the hell's going on? Salvarian, thank you very, 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 very much. It's very much appreciated, and yeah, what more can you say to that? I'll give you a kiss, but I can't. You're not there.
Morning coming up.
Raul Gonzalez, Sly Jaron, Freebird 77, Void Goblins, Joshua 8,
good day.
D for 5, Sassy Arrow,
Morning.
Biggie Bean, Pound, Shoot, that Buffalo Man.
The patrol.
Thank you. There's a few more. Don't watch very often, but love content and love the character.
I haven't.
It's very.
Oh, the
well,
order.
it's very nice for you to do that, and very nice for you to say that as well.
Unless
glad,
Ramsey's picked them up already.
I'm glad people, at least one person, appreciates Smythe
No, I believe.
and what he does. He tries. I know he's not
You know,
it's
several.
entertaining in most cases, but I think he's that thing that the Navy needs. Right, I can hear Secretary Davenport, but I don't know whether he's in his office. I have to do some sneaky. Oh. Update blueprints for ships. Okay. Uh-huh. Huh. Reading this book. Go up and see must have been downstairs. Right, my chat's not working now. 1 second. Salvarian, you broke my chat, mate. It's part of my house in 5.0, but life got in the way and stopped playing. Want to get back into 5.5. Oop, apologies. After you.
That's alright, sir.
Oh,
You go
no.
first. The stairs aren't enough room.
I was going to say, double stack the stairs. A bit more room.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god, chat. Paused due to scroll. Stop it. GPU died. Sucks. Oh no. That's probably one of the worst things that can die.
Oh.
The prices are coming down a bit, which
Hello.
is good.
Patroller.
One of those instructors.
Yeah.
Who's your in-game name? I recognise the
Oh, it's
Twitch chat name, but
Oh, fantastic.
I can't put it to actual character name.
Because
No.
until
Well, there's.
I haven't checked my mail for like a week up here. I've not been up here for about a week.
We could always.
Confidence.
or you
Was
just
it great?
Center. Wedding invitation.
I don't even know why we.
Yes.
Really do we see
Yes.
Davenport to give him this book? Who was at the desk in the reception? Ah, Gibbons. Yeah, that was right at the beginning, wasn't it? 5.
I mean, I'm.
But no, I remember the name. I don't think. Yeah, we kind of
probably-
interacted and stuff, but it was kind of crossing paths a lot. I'm trying to cheat and see who's at the desk there.
interesting.
Knock knock ops reception.
It's.
Davenport is back from leave, but still make
I
puffins.
mean,
do it.
obviously.
I think he's AFK.
Yeah.
Just have to drop it into. Just have to drop it into the mailbox. It seems.
Beautiful.
Wow, Rooster. Look. The fact is, I never lost it. If they had a helm, because someone didn't run off with 5 helms, it would have got out of there without any issues at
wonderful.
all. Because all they had to do was put the sails down and go. Pretty much, because they lost all the helms, which was nothing to do with me. Yeah, so I take no responsibility for it going down at all. There you are. Accountability. Oh my god, Salvarian, what are you doing? So, thank you very much for the My god, I can't concentrate. Where am I? For the gift subs. You've broken it again. You're gonna break me in a minute. It's just, seriously. It just does not happen. It just does not happen. Yeah. Thank you again for the streams falling to bits at the minute with all the gift subs going through. My god. Is that no? That is Stream Elements lying to me. Hate counting quantities, but that's yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Right. It's this one here. But what? Look, I swear to God, I don't even want to be in here. I want to be downstairs. Ah, dear. Broken streamer. I want to be at this post box. That's the one I want here. Put that into the Zambi Ray, how you doing? Missed. There you are. God, don't miss. I don't miss. He's a sharpshooter. He's a sharpshooter for hitting gift subs. You got sniped. Well, I'll be telling. I can't tell you, Kriegel. I can't tell you. It's a secret. That's why I wrote it up on off stream before I started.
Might be.
But my god, thank you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'll just keep saying thank you. You can only say thank you so many times before it kind of gets repetitive, but I'd want to keep saying it constantly. It's thank you very much for all those gift subs there. Put chat. Go and put some hearts into chat. Say a big thank you to Salvarian, and hopefully we can see him back in 6.0. Trying to think who is Bulldogs or full P.L.U. now that isn't already MM or higher. Well, you may be able to work out from that way. Yeah, it's kind of strange because I've got like 2 billets to look after, so I get the opportunity to kind of pull people up where I can. So we'll go down to the P.L.U, see what's going on there. See if it's all completely changed again since last night.
It would.
They're too efficient now. The P.L.U is probably the most efficient department. Not quite. But it's come together nicely. It's about 4 weeks behind, ideally, but it's all been good RP in between all that as well. So that's the main thing. Try being you're billeted in one, but at the other 90% because my captain can't wait 5 minutes. Well, choices. But you're with Worthington, so yours is pretty easy. Worthington does your promotion, that's it. So if there's no room for promotion now, you need to look for another house where you can maybe but then you can be kind of have fingers pointed out for promotion hunting, which is never a good look. Bulldogs horse is back. Yay! Short general. P.L.U horse. Pluto. hang on. I've got 3 horses here. I've got 3. It's got P.L.U. We need the P.L.U. Short General is P.L.U. And that one's P.L.U. And that one's a Bulldogs horse, house horse. And I've got my horse. We got a lot of horses. A lot of horses. Oh, you left the doors open. Ah, surprise.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Not too bad. I won't be around for super long, but may not be around tomorrow instead. So yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Try and get on.
Venedici just showed up and threw a book at me stating that her company is dissolved and they are no longer, nor do they owe any obligation to the Royal Navy, and that they tried to very obviously, in all capitals, as she put it in the book, send a flaming sloop with dead men on it to prove that they had turned in their letter of marque on September 1st.
So they've just admitted to that then, so we can put that forward for
Oh, I have already put it forward. I'm just waiting
Good.
for Secretary Davenport to get the wanted or whichever infamy status the Admiralty chooses to go with.
No, excellent. Okay. I think I did hear him shouting while I was up at HQ just now. Just dropped a book up there, collect some mail. So I think he was around, but yeah.
Well, while you're here, if I could show you what I've done.
Look forward to it.
If I can get around a railing, you know.
Oh God. Okay. There's your office. Whose office is that, Lieutenant Burks?
Yeah, we're making progress.
No, it looks good.
All right.
Okay. So
Welcome to
this
the
has changed.
archives. Yes. One archive. No more keeping paperwork downstairs at all.
Hmm.
Every privateer has their own folder. Inside of every paper tray, it's an active and a non-active file. So after 2 weeks, all files will be moved to non-active.
No, that's good. That's what I was. Do you think that? Yep. You happy with that? How it's worked out?
Yeah.
now? Yeah.
The only question I have is we have a whole bunch of intelligence paperwork, and I told McSmall this morning, if we get an intelligence report from the privateers, it's to go directly to NID. We can mark it in our book with our barcode, but we do not need to be housing copies of intelligence in this office.
But you sure? You
The
know,
reason
NID are
being,
like
sir-
losing documentation.
That's on them. That's
Well,
I don't think we
I-
should have it here, in my opinion. If you want me to, I will, but I think we're keeping stuff we don't need, like voyage logs for people who don't work here or that didn't have any relation to the P.L.U.
no, absolutely, yeah. Anything that's kind of not of any relevance, get rid of. But I think if you have a look at the book and it's important enough to go straight to an ID, I think we should keep a copy of that. Even if we just dump all of that into an intelligence cupboard.
Well, the ones that we do keep, like, so what I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The problem is we have 2 NID archives going, basically, right? We're housing a set of what we get from the privateers, and we're still turning it over to them, and they're housing a set.
No, I completely understand what you're saying, but my concern is that NID and HQ are constantly losing random stuff.
Speaking of losing,
that's my concern. So what I'm basically saying is completely agree with you, but to cover our backs, even if we just create a folder, we don't even do anything with it. We just reference it, take a copy, don't even look. No, we don't have to do anything like do a summary or anything like that. We can just drop it in a cupboard, and yeah, once it starts to get full, we'll start just bidding them out from the oldest.
Well, the way I did it was I just stuck it in with the privateer file that it was appropriate for now.
Okay, but as you say, that will get a bit. We'll see how it goes.
It won't be bad, I promise. Each one of these folders holds 300 documents.
No, and as you say, if they're going to get kind of pulled out after a couple of weeks, then that'd be fine as well. So, but yeah, it's not that they don't trust HQ or NID with their mail. I just don't trust them. And the last thing I want to do is have an important document going up there that we know we've seen, we've delivered up there, and then a week later or a day later saying, why have you not sent us this? And, oh my God, we don't have this conversation, please.
Yes. What was the other thing? Oh, So the world decided to eat all my paperwork in my pocket last night, so I no longer have any reports on Mr. Baptiste's disciplinary issues. I know all the reports I have been sent to operations and the Admiralty, so there is multiple copies on this island between Secretary Blackwater, Secretary Davenport, Secretary Puffins, and the Admiralty.
I've got a
But-
file of the Bulldogs anyway. I think I've got like 6 books up there, so I think I'll probably have most of them, but I think that's probably sufficient to make a
Yeah.
decision on anyway, so...
I just feel bad because I promised you I'd get you the files, and then the
No.
world said,
No,
F
you can't help. You can't help that. It's not a problem. So yeah, I've got copies anyway. Don't worry about it. I'm sure there's, everyone knows what's going on regardless. So I'm sure there's enough information wrote down going around that can be used to deal with it as they see it. But I'm pretty certain Master Chief has all the copies as well, since the 48.
I'm slowly getting all the keying done today. The paperwork I got done early this morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. I only went to sleep again. I did get 7 hours of sleep, so I'm not pushing myself too hard.
Oh my god, that's excellent. I got 4.
Yeah, well, I'm still like, I'm on that fine line between getting over it and not over it yet. So my body is still getting extra
Sorry,
rest.
chat. I'll catch up with you.
Which
No,
is fine by me. I'll
absolutely.
take the
Yeah.
extra rest because normally I only sleep for like 4 hours like you do.
No, absolutely. No, as I said to you before, take the time you need. I know you've obviously just come back from sickness and such, so plus, you've been working hard in here as well, so yeah, make sure you take the rest you need. I think we're there, so you take an extra hour or 2 is not going to be an issue, is it, realistically? So see the keys... Are they,
Yeah, I'm gonna sort all the keys. Once I get all the doors rekeyed, I will sort all them. So here's my question for you. I wasn't gonna put a key on this door. I was just gonna leave it locked to Navy personnel only, if you're okay with that, for the archives.
1 second. No. Oh, sorry. So, right, okay, so if I heard you correctly, this is the only archive we have, correct?
Yes, this is now our only archive. I'm fixing the downstairs up as we speak, and the only thing I got to do is go through all the ops paperwork to sort that out.
So the strong arm stuff.
It's in the very end there, sir. All the investigation stuff. Red network stuff is over here.
Okay, that's what I was looking for, actually. So the red network is under its own... Oh, is
Yes,
that-
yeah, I kept it a separate file. It's right here.
Okay, do you think we can get any more of these things on the floor? So we can just make it obvious that that's the red network?
Yeah, we probably can. We're still fighting with sign usage within the trade docks.
Okay, so yeah, I know some things aren't affected and some are, so that's one of the things that is affected. Okay.
Yes, I've been having
okay.
trouble putting signs up.
No, absolutely. Understandable. No, that's fine.
That's why
So-
I put the wall notice up so we could
Yeah.
check it real quick if we didn't know. This is the templates for our stuff, so they're separated from everything else too.
So, okay, I'll just change the phrasing on that. It's a letter of mark application. As I say, they're 2 different documents. So that's an application template, not the actual letter of mark itself.
Oh, is the book labeled wrong? Is that what you're saying?
You've got letter of mark. This is application for the letter of mark. The letter of mark is a separate book that's issued by Ops.
Yeah.
So
No, this is the templates for it. I told them on this sheet it says do not make a copy of these books. Do not take them. I don't know if that's the most up-to-date version, but that's what we had in the files.
can't edit these.
And then I need to get a letter of mark template if you have one.
Book. Move that there, get rid of that. Okay, so just update the folder there. And so we just need to make sure there's absolutely no confusion at all in regards to what is the letter of marque and what is the application that we use on a more regular basis. So
Yes. Do we have a template though for a letter of mark?
letter of marque application. Please ensure you make a copy if you need to use his book.
Are you talking,
Please
sir?
not just for the initial applications letter of marque will be issued separately. Oop, sorry, I was just updating that note.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, so the letter of marque, I've not got an actual template. Obviously, we've got the letter of marques that are in here, but
Okay.
Ops have issued. I've not physically issued a letter of marque myself.
Okay. So
I've
that
dealt
goes
with
through
the
ops.
application, so it may be worth clarifying. I think it needs to go through Ops, to be honest, because Ops need to do their cursory checks and stuff. So I'm pretty certain we'd obviously send the application up to them once we've done it, put our comments on, etc., and then they review it, because also they can cross-check it against what's in NID potentially that we may not have.
That's very true.
Then they say yay or nay from their end. So I think, yeah, if we can just confirm that with Secretary Davenport, if you see him before I do, just to make sure
Yes, sir.
that that is the correct process. But otherwise, yeah, that's the application. So ultimately, as I say, every one of these drawers, as they're active, they should have a letter of marque, application, and letter of marque itself. So 2 books in all of these files. And if we haven't got a letter of marque in there, or worst case scenario, we haven't got a letter of marque application, we're going to need a new application filling out. So that's going to be obviously a voyage, or when they come in next time, to get them to fill out again, and obviously grab a copy of the actual letter of marque that they've got, either from HQ or directly from them again, just to bring that up to where you need that to be.
Aye, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Raven's Ambition.
Mhm.
12 members have departed, and they have joined the
God.
Infinite. They joined the Infinite.
Okay, okay, this is, yeah. Okay, so
I
there's
have
a lot going on.
paperwork on me that shows the 12 members that transferred and the 3 ships that transferred to the company.
Okay, so there's a lot of movement going on at the moment, isn't there?
Yes, but we also have another problem with Raven's Ambition.
Okay.
If you come with me, I put some paperwork in your desk.
Sorry, chat. Apologies. I'll catch up with you.
So to give you a quick bottom line up front, Ensign Locke was on a voyage yesterday. They found Raven's Ambition poaching on one of the Nope Islands.
Okay.
As we
No
know, they
license.
need a license to hunt there.
Mm-hmm.
So they were fined. They paid their fine, but she also, among their belongings, found a Lessons of Affliction, the book to learn how to do toxicology, which leads to plague.
Okay. So they searched the vessel, did they?
Yes, they did.
And they were willing for her to do that, yeah?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think they really felt like they had a choice with a full Navy war break in front of them.
Okay, no, that's fine. Right, okay. And that's all been documented and such, yeah?
Yeah, there's a report on it. I picked up. I've got to read through, but she came over and gave me a verbal, gave me the information she had with the paperwork for the fine, and I put the book in your desk as evidence. My issue with them now is they need to come talk to us and explain why they have the book for toxicology, as I believe it's outlawed in the seas. I'm not 100% sure, but if they don't want to explain themselves why they're not following the rules and the laws to get a license, and they're carrying around stuff that could possibly harm the civilians, or they're trying to learn how to do it, we suspend their letter of marque would be my recommendation if they don't want to speak to us on these matters.
What's this? One Captain Tempest. Royal confirmation: Raven's Ambition Company has paid the fine of warning due to violation of trespassing, as declared under the law. Finance can be paid with equivalent value of resources. Awesome shoes. Which is, sorry, okay, so I just read that letter and see the book in there as well. So yeah, we need to just 100% confirm that book is what status that book is. It's just something we need to get rid of, or whether we need to do further digging before we actually start speaking to them, so we've got all the facts in front of us that we know is correct. But just on a side thing, reading that note, is that a template that you have in a book that you've been given, or is that what you wrote yourself?
What, the fine?
The letter, the confirmation. Yeah, the letter you put in there.
Oh, that was from Ensign Locke. I don't know what template they're using for that, so that's what she brought to me.
What is his name on? Oh, it's Tempest. Oh, it's Tempest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to at least have the amounts, the sector, and the island that they're on, just for record.
I see. We can make up a template if we want to send it forward to operations to have it distributed appropriately.
Yeah, I think we can do that. So if you see Locke or Tempest, just ask them, see where they got that from, so we'd have to rewrite it, maybe hopefully just copy it and just add those couple of things at the top. So,
well, she did a full-blown report. I have it downstairs. I just haven't reviewed it yet.
okay, so that's just a small side thing. So yeah, yeah. So we just need to confirm the level of contraband, if it is of that book, or any associated fines, extra or such,
Yes,
that head office or HQ may have before we go speaking to them further. So okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush on this one. That's why I put it in your desk for your review, and I want to explain the situation to you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So so can you use this as an example then? So I've looked at this. So if you wasn't here and I've looked at this, how do you want me to deal with this type of thing? Do we want to set up a kind of a drawer system here, or so we can put like a folder together to say, you know, so we kind of distribute the same book?
Yeah, if you just want to put a file in your desk that says Nexus, I can go into it every day and check for what you have for me in there.
So I've got the that red folder, but I suppose I can make it kind of drop it in there or make it specific, just in case there was a few different things. But I guess it makes no difference as long as you know that I've read it. I can just drop it into that red folder. Will that work?
Yeah, I can use the red folder. That's fine.
So I'll drop them in there. Okay, so yeah, there's one in at the moment.
But I don't know also if Raven's Ambition is going to continue forward, since they lost 12 of their members. So they might be turning in their letter of marque anyways at this point.
Yeah, we need to go down and see them. How far away are they?
I'm not sure. I've got to pull the file and look it up.
Pull the file.
I'm going to have them move to the top of the priority list that Vloggerson was working on.
Stop making content.
All orders we're going to start drafting up.
Okay, right. I feel that you're taking a lot on, and I feel really bad standing here because I know there's a lot on and there's stuff that we need to do, and I'd like to contribute. But I don't want to
This
step
is
on
my
your
job.
toes. Well, it's not your job
no.
specifically. It's your job to be in control, which you are, but it's not your job to take it all on yourself. So I'm just kind of thinking. It's a shame we haven't got any kind of boards or anything we can write on.
I know, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
And
It's okay.
what I'm thinking is maybe we have just a 5-minute after a little catch up, so we just kind of stand around a bit of paper on the wall, and we can just work over that as a to-do list, just so we're on the same page. And then either in a book, we've got the duty log, of course, but I don't think that needs to go in the duty log. But do we want to maybe start a actions book?
You know what? That's probably a good idea, because then I can write in there what I have in your desk and what a quick bloof is for you, and then you can give me instructions back that you.
Yeah. So if we start an actions book then, and again, you know, I don't know whether we need to go as far as having a reference code on there, as long as it's clear as to what it's referring to. But yeah, if we do an actions book, I can just pop any kind of thoughts or notes in there, kind of a catch up, either at the end of my day if you're around, or the beginning if you're having to leave, and yeah, just make sure we're on the same page as to what's happening, and then that can be, you can use that as well to give to the other staff members as you see fit, to say, look, can you action point number 1? So we just number them 1, 2, 3, 4 as we go through, and then you can just say points number 5 and 8, can you do these, etc., and then you can pop their name against it, so you know they're being actioned, and kind of take it from there. So we can give that a trial. I don't like doing paperwork, but I think stuff like this, it's important that it's not on one person's shoulders, and at the moment it's all on your shoulders, which I don't like for multiple reasons, but it's something I can obviously assist with, and other people can as well. They can do the same things if they've kind of been first-hand dealing with it as well.
Oh no, sir, I don't think you understand. I'm not doing this all by myself. The staff is helping me. I am delegating. What I'm saying for my part is to make your job easy. I'm facilitating all the paperwork coming to you, so you don't get stuff you don't need, and that the job gets done, and I keep track of it.
No, absolutely. No, that's good. Okay. Right. So, did anything else on that subject?
Nope. The only last thing I have for you is we have a member in the Bulldogs that has been asleep for 33 days. I'm going to turn him over to Secretary Blackwater for the next purge.
Ah, okay. Yeah, very good. I know who... Yeah, I think... Well, I know who that is, so... That's fine. I saw your name on the door. So are you moved across now, or has that been signed off officially?
So, Captain Silvermeadow signed my paperwork. I'm just waiting for... Miss Kalani, Master Kalani, to get it routed up and taken care of, but I moved my stuff all across, so my room was open for whoever needed it in Edge House.
Absolutely. Any indications on what your wife is doing? She's over in
she's
Edge House as well, doesn't she, at the moment?
I was gonna put her on the house roster, not the crew roster, so we didn't have to write another request for her to be in the house.
Well, so I can put on the billet for here, and
yes,
she can be a honorary guest of the Bulldogs, so she can stay there. So that's what we put in the letter, wasn't it? So we had to do one letter.
I don't know if you know my brother, Dr. Asher Nexus.
Is that the one we spoke about yesterday? You've got the one brother?
Not Theo. Asher is in the Navy.
Okay. Oh,
he's
sorry.
a doctor.
Oh, I think yes. I think I spoke to him once on passing.
He's going to be. He's going to request to join the Bulldogs. So.
Oh, okay, excellent, wonderful.
I think you're going to get quite a few influx of people that want to join the house now that I'm here.
Mr. Popular. Okay.
I try not to be, but I do take care of my people. So.
Gonna get your entourage going, are you? You see you walking around with the 16 people walking around behind you.
Okay, it's our entourage. It's the house's entourage.
Absolutely. No, that's good. As I say there's a brigantine called HMS Apollo that's not going out, and I know you're an ensign, but I'll see if I can twist it to try and get you to use it on the P.L.U duties as well. So we'll see what we can do on that one, so we don't upset too many people. But no, that's good to have a crew available, especially the way the seas are. If we need to go anywhere of a high-risk area, at least we can get half a crew together. So we have to pull on a few people. That's going to enable us to get people on short notice as well. So, yeah.
And
perfect.
I am competent in combat. I have 4 sinks under my belt. This deployment alone.
Excellent. No,
All with schooners.
Oh well. Speaking of schooners, obviously I don't expect you to have done anything with R1.
No, not yet.
No.
It's on my
that's
to-do
fine.
list.
What's that number? 53.
Something like that. I'm very happy with the state of the P.L.U, though. We've made a lot of progress. Miss McSmalls is requesting to possibly rebuild and reorganize the house, as she feels it's very cramped and there's just beds stacked up with each other. She would like to know if that's a possibility for you to think about.
There's not much you can really do with it. I suppose you can move the printing press and kind of make that area larger. Yeah,
I mean, I can unleash the rumor in it who can reorganize the downstairs if you'd like.
Yeah, there's not going to be single rooms, anything like that. So it can be the barracks style as per request by the Admiral. I'm not here to be faffing around with two room and stuff like that.
Hold on. I have to ask a dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be barracks style.
Absolutely. Single rooms. Absolutely atrocious.
I think you might be the only house doing that.
I don't know because I've looked in the other ones, but that's not my issue. What other people have done.
No. I just think it's funny.
The point
I'm not pointing anything out.
The point of a barracks is to allow individuals to
Hello? Anyone home?
work with each other and socialize with each other. Going into a barrack house and not to be able to speak with each other openly or.
1 second, I'll be right with you.
Shut in rooms. That's not how you build a strong rapport. Obviously, you could argue the fact it's working elsewhere, but I know from personal experience, certainly with the lower ranks, throwing them into what is tavern accommodation at the lower rank, what does it give them to aim for going forward? It kind of spoils them and causes unnecessary issues as well. Doing all that, so it would be we'll sort that out. But it sounds like copper and casket. Is that Elmo? Is it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty certain there's at least 1 or 2 with the barracks style.
Hello. Oh.
Hello. I'm doing.
Ah,
I'm good. What can I do for you?
I was told I came down here earlier and talked to Krieger, and he's.
food. Oh god, all this food. That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Okay.
Get rid of all this junk I'm carrying around. Just gonna go my head for a minute. I'll catch up with chat. Sorry.
All right.
I do apologize, Mr. Donnell. It's nice to see you, though.
I'm using
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You have a great day.
Stream Elements chat, and it's really small. Evildoer. you
I've
doing?
moved
Oh, a
Cake
second.
back up to Captain Worthington's house.
I was going to say it was nice and quiet. There's no storing here, so everyone's actually gone to their beds. I saw McSmall sleeping, yeah, that's yeah. I don't like doing that. I know it's easier and more convenient sometimes, but yeah, I appreciate you
but we
moving
have
across.
to have No, I understand. We have to have a personal environment because we speak to civilians all the time.
Yeah, so last thing you do, just waking up and hearing all that noise and getting disturbed. You need that 5-10 minutes to get your head together. But no, the barracks or the Bulldogs, McSmall can do it, but yeah, she needs to keep it as barracks. That's what they are. They're not hotel tavern accommodation for the fine and wealthy. And
Aye, sir.
somewhere for them to sleep, somewhere to put storage, so a book, a box, a chest, or whatever way she wants to do it for each bed, for the sailors especially. And yeah, obviously the higher rank you are, as per yourself, you get a room.
Hello, anyone from the P.L.U home?
Etc. Etc. So
Aye, sir. I'll get it taken care of.
Boy there.
Ahoy.
Good day, Nixon.
I'm just hiding here for a
Aye.
second to catch up with chat.
We have a
Right, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, because I am using OBS with
Aye.
Stream Elements. The chat is a tiny little box, and I can only see like 5 lines. So I apologise, chat. Not only do I don't see the chat for a little while whilst I'm RPing, when I look up, I've missed half of it because it's off my screen. So let me have a look here. Second. Oops. Right, where are we? Where have we gone? Where have we gone? Sorry, everyone. Okay, so go back to Kriegel, trying to work out who's been put in for promotion requests. Gonna be surprised when
All right.
archive room.
We're
Yeah, the folders make far much more sense than the cupboards, especially when you're dealing with multiple items on one subject.
that's correct.
So yeah, glad that was done. Salvarian, the godfather of gift subs. It's gone
Yeah,
for luck
that
for a
is.
bit. Pluto's a Shire. Okay, that's okay. Ages ago. Right. Just scrolling down. We have made emergency runs because they've lost the paperwork yet. Cdre,
Sorry, I'm just.
still considering P.L.U.
Nope.
But cake. We have a cake. Do you mean an edible cake? Or a physical person cake?
Yep, I believe.
I'm sure there's still maybe 1 or 2 spots available because we have people on the roster that haven't been around for a while, like Shadow for one. Well, she's very good, but she's very busy at the other end of the island, so you may have to drop her off to open up a spot for someone who's around a bit more. Evil Doer, yeah, thank you. I think I said that before. First chat. Hope you're well. Welcome. They lost 12. They had 25, so it's still easy shit manning. Don't let you use your ass like a chimney. He's doing a great job leading with the changes. Yeah.
Aye.
The way I say kind of RP is that I know I'm not around a lot, so I don't want to come in and start kind of saying you need to do this, you need to do this, blah 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 blah. Kind of taking. I want people who kind of work in the P.L.U. on the RP side to feel that
Nope.
they have the confidence of me to do things, but you've probably noticed over certain streams where I've had to make decisions. I'll make them and I'll change it and I'll say things that they may not like, but I'll make decisions because I think for me, with the RP and the stuff that would follow on from it would be too much for me to keep in control of. So I'll stop things or change things or make decisions.
I do.
But yeah, I've been around for too long to not realize when people are doing things for self glorification or gratification or whatever, rather than for
I believe
other reasons being the correct reasons. Solace Forsaken, how you doing? Welcome. Kriegor. Kriegor is Lorgerson. Ollie Lorgerson. Is it? I don't know if I say your name correct. Is it Lorgerson? I think it's Lorgerson, isn't it?
I don't know.
With a missing E.
I've been very.
Just scrolling through. Wrong with what people mess up.
So.
Like Turbo used to call him Turbo. But Turbo used to have his name in Navy Discord, inverted commas, as Turbo. as his nickname in the Navy, as well as his actual character name. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I used to call him by his proper name. I think once or twice I slipped Turbo in, but I wasn't really sure if he was using that name or not. I recommend you use your creative dashboard on Twitch.
Yeah, I
Snipe most of the
understand.
crowd, then you do big easy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I've just put my my creative dashboard on top of OBS. Zambia's Muffin, Red Nippleton, little sister to Brando. Okay. Yeah, I see. Logerson and Oli Logerson. Okay.
But other than that,
I'll still screw it up, don't worry about it. I apologise for my internet drops out. It did it yesterday for some reason, right towards the end of the stream. I didn't start the stream back up because I was literally logging out, so apologise if you was around.
Okay.
Yesterday. Couldn't do much about it.
I have.
It's
like a Nord. Yeah, I'm not Nord. I'm not a Viking, unfortunately. Just need to remember the grr, then would be good. Right, so I need to get rid of these keys. First instance, I got letter, so that's just a wedding invitation. So I think that's.
I would assume.
Not. Oh, look at those.
Oh!
How do people work out? It's all this ASCII characters, isn't it? Band of Tenru, Twin Rivers.
You got
17th of September. 6, 7, 8.
Aye, okay.
Should be around for that. But I don't think the grid is going to hold everybody. Tequila, whiskey, games, all kinds. Nice. 17th, is that a Saturday?
Alright.
Excuse me, I think that's a Saturday, is it? New Rec Center. Okay, that's like really old. It is located between the mess hall and trade. Oh no. I saw the shell of that like a week and a half ago. Cannot miss it. There's a buffet, reading area, 3 books, dining area, art gallery area, back games. There's meditation room. Bin. Gorkill writes these really well.
They also.
Confidence classes. How's this? Do I need? Sailor Wobberson is holding. That's a very confident letter. Is holding confident classes to boost your confidence. I can make you feel more confident in your lady talking skills, giving orders for people in high positions, and much more. If you're interested to have questions, leave a letter in my mailbox on the sailor side of the mailer room under the VW section. Just give me a time you're available to have the class and question together. Everything will stay between me and you, fully confidential. Yeah.
Of course.
I don't think Smythe needs that, does he? Chat.
It sounds.
Does Smythe need confidence classes? Maybe.
That will not.
No.
It's so maybe it'll be in surrounding grid.
I
won't hold.
Dewberry houseperson help decorate. Nice. Yeah, I've not seen that. I saw the shell when it was empty. Wondered what that building was, and that.
I said based.
Okay, so I know what that's about.
And I think you understand.
That was the disciplinary.
Yes, it's
after Lieutenant Wallace disobeyed a direct order last week. When he was gallivanting around with 4 black sails.
I know.
On a sloop. So that's sorted. It's not eyeglass sensitive, is it? I made a word judgment. Garkane rallied out with a privateer vessel to deal with the sinners on the walls. Both vessels sank to sinners. Prepared to return. Intend to continue with the 48 this time. The Fang would have ordered. At this time, we're somewhat short. But why have I got this? Does he put a date on it? 3rd of September. So that's like Saturday. Was that Saturday? Well, I just saw that. I'm now typing like rec center, not rec.
And this is a new.
As far as
you might have told Gorkill no one goes to the rec center because she built it next to the place. Oh,
I know.
Fun goes to die in the pit of morale next to Master.
yeah, privateers are the only ones authorized.
It's a shame we can't kind of. It's just so much lag. That's the problem. Although it's not too bad for me. I'm quite lucky. The system's not too bad, but we have to be careful building stuff. It needs to be planned prior to this server start, so we know what buildings are going to be built, and that's it.
One more.
And they can plan kind of the locations out to give enough space around everything. Because things just keep popping up, and then moved. We've been in the Navy for 4 full seasons, and
how do I?
We're still kind of making the same errors, that type of thing.
Die.
Understood.
Oh.
Right, thank you.
Good day, gentlemen. You well?
Good day.
Good
to
day.
see you again.
Yes. How's things?
Oh, they are good. They are good. I just learned some new information just now, so I'm gonna nip that in the butt real quick.
Hi.
Okay. Well, I just thought I'd just say hello, won't disturb you, and I'm sure Ensign Nexus has got all the details. So yeah, just I'm glad everything's okay, and say good to see you, of course. And yeah, I'll catch up with the Ensign once he's finished. But do you need me for anything whilst I'm here? Or are you all good?
No, I don't think so. We look forward to seeing you out in the seas, though.
You know, so I. Yeah, my clothes are so dry. Yeah, it's kind of strange.
You can always go walk the dock and accidentally slip.
I think that's probably the closest I'll get to getting sea spray on my clothes, is accidentally falling into the dock. Yeah.
Aye.
But no, yeah, hopefully in the certainly next week onwards, we'll be able to have regular trips out to all our privateers in one ship or another. So yeah, watch this space on that one. Okay.
Well, we look forward to it.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'll leave you gentlemen to it, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon, if not see you soon, hopefully in your neck of the woods, opposed to this one.
Aye.
Aye, sir.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your time, Mr. Nexus.
Anytime, like I said.
So this is Burke's key.
Oh, that's
need a key for the.
Should make you.
That goes.
Aye.
Okay.
I did used to be in the Navy, yes.
That's what I thought.
Front terrace.
Yeah, I just decided to go and see a bit more of the sea.
No, that's.
Are they supposed to be in the tray?
Yes, are they not there?
They.
So what we got here? We got this table.
You are very...
I wasn't.
There's no.
But there's.
I'll.
Damn it! Push it. Oh,
Mr. Storm.
Aye.
Because
can I jump up that? No.
You will.
It's too slippy. God damn it!
Aye.
God damn it! Put round tables everywhere. Well, I wonder.
Aye.
All right.
So go.
That was very.
Aye, it's
It's going to stick through the
I
wall,
think
isn't
so.
it?
Yeah, hopefully.
that doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'm surprised.
That's floating chat. That's not. Yeah.
Oh,
Close but no cigar. Pick that up.
I don't think.
Oh, is it picking up the food? That's maybe picking up the food barrel. Okay. Good thinking. I'll take the food out. They're going to lose a food barrel. Not that random food barrel just on the floor. I need to find out what Mr. Donnell was wanting.
Nice.
Pick up.
so let's.
Can't move. No.
Bell or something.
Table.
Aye.
But both.
Aha.
Aye. Those were the bit.
Well, they. Didn't work.
I was about to say.
Works. I've got the food
well,
barrel here.
We'll have to-
God, I can hardly walk
But
with
alright.
food on me.
Alright. You.
Mr. Jenkins, you.
Aye, we got.
Sales?
Sales?
Shove some books down.
Aye.
Commodore, are you still here?
Yep, just upstairs in my office.
Well, that actually works out. The members of Raven's Ambition that possibly were on the Nope Island yesterday are part of the Infinite now, so they're going to be brought forth to speak with us and clear up that matter. They've already stated that he's pretty sure that they found that book while they were digging in the ground, so
Right, okay.
which
Okay.
is perfectly acceptable.
No,
But
absolutely.
I told them if it leads to they are trying to investigate the plague through toxicology, then we will be having a different conversation with Mr. Storm as to he decides to keep them in his crew. That will not look well for his letter of marque.
Yeah, absolutely. So that certainly makes life easier, but think off the back of that, I think we still need to gather those confirmations for any further instances that may occur that aren't as clear cut as that. You know, if someone does actually purchase it opposed to finding it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Let's see if
I
that's
agree with
a
you.
different aspect that we need to contend with as such.
I will still speak with Secretary Davenport on the matter, but I think it's just they made a bad decision yesterday and it put them in a bind. But also, Raven's Ambition is now down to 8 members.
Okay. So yeah, we definitely need to. That's not enough even to fill the brig. So they can have a schooner. You know, can have. It's still kind of viable.
It's still enough to fill a brig.
Yeah.
Fill a brig with 8.
Yeah, but
You can use interns.
True. But it's still not ideal, you know, because we need to clarify their situation, whether they're going to be recruiting more or whether they kind of want to suspend their license for them to make a decision. But they're certainly not what we can kind of rely on for any operation type tasking that we may have with 8 people. That's
Mr.
kind of
Storm
out
is
the limit.
going to stop at their port on the way back to theirs to speak to them because they also had a contract to provide security for the Bison going to and from the trade fair. So they were supposed to be the main escort for every trade fair. The Infinite would like to take it over now since they have the majority of the Raven's Ambition members. So they're going to stop there. They're going to find out what they want to do with that going forward. And they're going to bring, if Raven's Ambitions accepts to turn the contract over to them, they're going to bring a written document signed by Raven's Ambition. I'll coordinate with the trade of switching contract to the Infinite, and then I'll out their letter.
Yeah. Where's the next trade fair?
I don't know where it's at, but it's this Friday.
Okay, and it's Tuesday. But the thing is, as well, the escort privateers are dealt with by the people hosting the trade fair. That's not, it's not done by the Navy.
No. Escorting the Bisons are our ship.
No,
that's
I know.
A contract.
That's done by the trade company who's doing the trade fair. That's not done by the Navy. That's why we was never told with the last one that went out, because that was arranged by the actual trading company. Can't remember what it was, but they arranged that privateer to escort the Bison. That was never done through the Navy.
That's really weird, because he said Raven's Ambition has a standing contract to escort the Bison from the Navy every trade fair.
Well, maybe they've changed their mind, but I had not ever had any conversation in regards to 48 hours or trade fairs in regards to privateers, because I did have that conversation, I believe, with somebody, can't remember, back then, and that's kind of the way it went. Okay, we need to clarify on these 48 and trade fairs whether the Navy have any interactions with organising that, because if it does, it needs to come through the P.L.U, not directly through Ops and bypassing us, because I had no clue who was escorting it, and then it all went haywire when they got jumped, and luckily the Bison got in, and the privateers, I think they lost their ship. So yeah, that's something else to go on the to-do list. We need to get in concrete as to what that process is. But either way, we need to know whether we're involved, and will we, as a P.L.U, have to be involved if it's Ops arranging that, and there's a contract with the privateers, either by trade or Ops. That has to come through us. We need a copy of that. We need to know how that is and how that works. If it doesn't, then we need to know for definite that the Navy has no place in regards to any discussions with the privateers. So, example, if it is that, then obviously if they want to change it across to another privateer company, that's down to the trade fair company who's holding the trade fair to deal with that, and say, obviously, due to your change, would feel more comfortable having this company do it, so they can retract that and give them some coin in compensation maybe, and take it from there. But if that is the case, we don't want to get involved, hence kind of why we need that clarification in writing as to how the contracts work for these trade fairs, because as I say, we had no information at all for the last one. Last I heard, I'm pretty sure that was Davenport that told me. It was all done down. It was all arranged by the actual trade company themselves. They go up to the privateers themselves. The Navy doesn't get involved with it.
All right, I'll look into it.
So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, we'll get an answer one way or another.
No, along with all the others. Okay. So were they okay otherwise? Downstairs?
Yeah, they're happy with their move, and Mr. Storm's very happy. So everything's working out well for the Infinite right now.
Okay.
They went from a much smaller company to a much larger company.
No, absolutely. It makes sense. You know, we're better off having 10 strong privateers opposed to 15 companies that's kind of 8 strong, and the others are kind of different levels of strength,
yes,
etc. So no, that's happy to do that. So they obviously not giving us all the details of the new command structure and such like.
Command structure didn't change for Mrs. Storm. They're just members of the company.
Right, okay, that's fine. So Excellent. Okay. Very good. So I'm just sorting through bits and pieces up here. So, is there a key for that door yet?
Which door?
For this, my office door.
No, not yet. I haven't done the keys for your doors yet.
Ah, okay. So I was going to have a look in Lieutenant Burke's room, but see, that's locked. But, that's
I
fine.
do have a key for his door if you want. He has nothing in there yet. He hasn't done anything with it.
I was just interested. I can do the key anyway for here. And give you the copy, the master.
Yes, sir.
So I can do that. But yeah, I'll just be here if you need me.
Okay.
And yeah, give me a shout.
No, I'm going to do training with Alexander in a little bit, so...
Okay. Right, sorry. 1 second. You know what Dunal wanted? Table, then barrel. Yeah, make it look pretty later. No, we got contracted by the Navy. They just pulled the Navy security detail off it. Wouldn't you guys be the ones as P.L.U who would know which privateers are best to run security for vessels? Should be. Contract was set up before the P.L.U was fully up and running, which would make sense. But I know I've had a conversation and it was said 99% certain it was said that no, Navy isn't getting involved because the Navy doesn't want to deal with all that type of stuff. You know, the privateers are there, the trade companies want their stuff so they can deal with it between themselves. P.L.U was going before the first trace, but most departments didn't know how to utilize this early on. It's all a blimmin' blur for me. It's ridiculous. No Clue was organised through Davenport and Crampton just to escort the Bison to the trade fair and then back home. The port would be hire their own security. What's that no bad highline? One key person until the job is done. What do you mean? No more 9 people doing keys and we lose them all. Sorry, you've lost me there. He's doing all the kind of the rooms and stuff, so as long as he takes some master keys up to HQ, then there won't be an issue. But again, obviously in character, he's at the position where he can do keys. So I'm not too fussed. I'm not too fussed. I think I know what you mean though. Oh, you mean not me? Well, I can do it and give him the key. I'm more than capable of doing that. I think. Every other time someone tries to help, yeah. The only reason it got snafu'd before is because keys went missing from that little security box for strong arm put down. So that's why I had to rekey it, because I didn't know where those keys went and who had those keys. Anyone could have picked them up because it wasn't locked. So that's the only reason why that got changed. And then we'll see. We need one new key to go to the privateers on their key fob, because obviously the resource store has changed. That's only a resource store. They can still get in the main door, which is fine on that one. When Smythe going back on the water to sink some prats. Yeah, they're prats. Absolute prats, all of them. I would... It's really difficult as well, because if you look at my time zone now, I've got Sharp, Angry, Flemington, potentially the Admiral, if he's up. All kind of around the time that I would take a ship out as well. And this is my concern with having so... It's really difficult, because I can't get in anywhere to actually put down an official voyage. So my voyages will be based on the P.L.U stuff. So if I can get the Bulldogs built up, and as I said yesterday on stream in character, once all this kind of building and reshuffling is all done over the next couple of days, we can then start to concentrate on getting those ship orders wrote for 48 hours, 24 hours in front, and make a plan of we need to go here, we need to go here, we need to go here. And I can say, right, I can do that. So there's going to P.L.U. voyage. I'll take the Apollo. We've got who's available. Okay, we've got 5 available in the P.L.U, so we need another 5 pulled off parade. So we can ring the bells, and we can actually pull off 5 people who aren't going on either Sharps or Angry's or Flemington's ships around that time period, and do it that way. So yeah, I can kind of circumnavigate that, but I don't want to. I know it's going to be very difficult to me to put down a patrol, because I need to come down here. I need to check what's going on. I can't just kind of leave it. I don't want to just leave it, because if I leave it for a day, then I'm having to catch up even more with what's going on. So I'd rather kind of stick with the P.L.U. voyages, and we can certainly get that going and planned out to know what we're doing, so we can have like a schedule for the week. Ultimately have a schedule for the week. We can do that, so we can say we're going here at this time. We know they're around, got the letter of application, which has got their times that they're available. So, and if I can't make it, then the rest of the P.L.U. have access to the sloop, schooner, or if I can wrangle. Obviously got Burke. He can take the Apollo because he's on, and obviously Nexus as well. Although ensigns aren't allowed to take brigs at the minute, that may change, but I think under the circumstances I may even be able to get him to captain the brig as well if needed. Special circumstances. So can kind of see how that goes. Don't count Flemington. His summon's random. Sharp Angry's missed most of his. The problem is it's on the board, and that is the real big issue here, unfortunately. And it's happened every season. It's happened to me, I remember in 4.0 there's a couple of times where I put a time down, I couldn't make it, but I managed to get into game for most of them to actually take it off the board. But if it's on the board, on the patrol board, and you go up there, or if I went up there now at this time to see, right, what voyage is going out, oh, this one's going out an hour, but actually it's not, because IRL they can't make it, so that's not going to, and it's still on the board. You have to assume it's still going out, so you wouldn't be able to take the crew, or if you did, you'd have to make sure you'd be back, which obviously for an hour it wouldn't happen. So because it's happened to me, people have taken ships out when I've had things on the board, and I've not been able to do my voyages because I've not had people, and it's really frustrating IRL. So yeah, it's kind of working with what's there. But yeah, you can't guarantee to be around for it. You can plan it, but you can't guarantee to be around for it. Yeah, and again, war games. But
Commodore.
Oh, hello. What's this?
You're gonna want to read that.
Where's this come from?
It was mail posted to you that I got this morning, but a very interesting read.
Is it spyglass sensitive, is it all?
No, not
No.
at all.
Oh,
It looks like it was meant to be sent to all of the men and women in the Navy, but it was circumvented and only sent to certain personnel.
Oh.
But I don't
it's-
agree with it.
I think it's I've seen this.
Okay, good.
I think is he not dead?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I'm sure he died a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, so him and another colleague or something. Was Arlington, he's the one who's looking after his son, looking for his son. He had a kind of vendetta against. He was running around with the black cell, wasn't he? But he was claiming obviously to not be a pirate, but he was on the hunt for his son. But I'm sure he died.
There was a report, I think you may be right, that I just saw recently.
Yeah.
That they found the graves.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. On its on its own, yeah, it's not a good book. But yeah, it's a couple of weeks old at least, I think, that when I was wrote, and he's no longer with us. So yeah, it kind of does our job for us, which is good.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'll bin this.
Yeah, there's no point keeping up. Sorry, where did you say you found that though?
It was mail in the P.L.U mailbox. So we have a folder. We have a P.L.U mailbox up in the mailroom that we check every day.
No, we'll say that it's strange that it was put in there. I wonder where that came from.
I'm not sure. I just collect mail. So.
Because it is very old. And, no, it's strange because I do check that and say I checked it this evening and it was empty, so that'd be empty because you've already checked it. So that's fine. But no, that's fine. Just throw it in the bin. I don't think we need to kind of concern ourselves with that anymore with him no longer being around. So
understood. I'll stop
Absolutely.
bothering you.
No, bother me as much as you want. It's fine.
Hi.
Right, sorry. Yeah, so the war games is another difficult one because the war games, and again, clip it, whatever. I don't care. But the war games, I don't agree how war games are done at all. I don't see the point. I think there's been sailors on the helm. There's been lower ranks. Even ensigns. They should not be on the helm on war games at all. It should be captains and at a push a lieutenant. Because I said this in the site. I said this in the ensign induction session last Sunday to all the ensigns that were there. They said, "You're not a captain. Don't expect to be doing captain things, and that's being on the helm. The chance of you being on the helm is very, very slim, because if a ship is manned correctly, you'll have the captain on the helm. The LT will be the second. So if the captain goes down, the LT will take over, and then the ensign, if there's obviously an ensign on board, will then take over in a combat situation. There's no reason for an ensign to be taking the helm on a ship. The ensign should be on the lieutenant's podium, managing the ship for the captain. And that's the bit that fails. And if you go back to the galleon, I heard one thing from the bosuns when apparently 3 times the bosun shouted on that galleon about the resource level. For example, I only heard the very last one where they said 2,500 wood. That was it. If I heard the other ones, if my lieutenant actually confirmed that I heard it and did their job, I would never have done that maneuver in the first instance. But they don't learn that because they're too busy wanting to get on the helm and fire cannons at people. And this is the thing that frustrates me with the Navy, is that we're not the Navy. We're trying to be friendly, which is fine, and we're all friendly. There's no personal issues, certainly from me. I get on with everyone. But for the character side of things, the war games should be captains on the helm, lieutenants on the helm, and that's it. Simple as that. Ensigns should be put on the podiums. They should be made to manage the ship in those combat situations. Make sure the bosuns has got everything they need, etc., etc. Because once that's ingrained in them, when they move up to the next step of lieutenant, they don't have to think about that. So if they have to go on the helm in an emergency, being on the helm in a combat situation, if you've not done it before, you are thinking about 4 different things at once, if not more in some cases. And if you miss one bit out, that makes a difference of being sunk or not sunk, or how quickly it happens. And that for me is fundamentally wrong on that side. But it's the way it is. But for me as a Commodore, if I wanted to go to a war game, I can guarantee you there'll be people lining up saying, "I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to," and you'd be fighting with them. It's just like, I don't have the time. I just don't have the time, to be stood up there for 10-20 minutes waiting for them to work out what person's being on the helm, who's taking what ship. The same people taking the ships out constantly. 5.5 I've been out 5 times. You know, the galleon was the first combat experience I've had in 5.5, and I think it was the 3rd time I've been out on a ship. And it's a different ship. You know, we don't practice with the galleon. We should be out more on the galleon practicing how to sail it, but we're not. You know, and I've put that in reports, but it's been left. You know, and it's just like constant brig stuff, and it's frustrating because it's limiting the RP experience for everybody by not being able to do this type of things. And yeah, it's every season's the same, unfortunately. It's just easier. It's just easier to do brigs. It's just easier to do what I've always been doing, to get them on parade, count the numbers off, get on a brig, off you go. It's more difficult doing the other things that, yeah, we should be doing because it expands the RP experience for everybody. But it's yeah, it's the way it goes. But I don't see myself even having the opportunity to go in on a war game at all, if I'm honest, because just of the way the whole ecosystem works around that. But I say I'm busy down here, so it's kind of the secondary thing. It wouldn't take me long. I'm fine with a brig. I've been sailing brigs for long enough. I've done plenty of combat, but yeah, each season changes. You know, the ships change. You know, I don't. You know, the Apollo. If I went on Apollo, I don't even know how fast it goes. I don't know how resistant it is. You know, it's got resistance on there. But as I say, since setting up the P.L.U, I've not had the chance to do it. I've not had the chance to obviously to get the Bulldogs up and running, to even attempt to have a crew available for the times I'm around. You know, so it'd just be me standing on another person's ship, which isn't getting me that kind of rusty coating scrubbed off, so to speak. So, but yeah, you know, been in the Navy long enough. You know, it's these things, you just grin and bear it and accept it and occupy yourself with other stuff. So, yeah, we'll get out definitely, but it's going to be more on the kind of the P.L.U side of things, opposed to trying to sneak in a gap on the actual operations side. So that's my rant over with. Let me just scroll back again. Knockout Flare VA, I think, goes out this times randomly. Yeah. And that never happened before, but it's good that he can go out, and they should go out. But it's more people with not that much crew. There's, you know, there's plenty of people, but what's there, 40? There's 40 available now. But a lot of people don't log in now because captains have set times. People will log in like half an hour before the ship's due out. You know, but if they logged in like 2 hours before, there'd be more people available from different areas that you could fill a brig with these randoms to get a brig out. But they're not doing that now. There's only 40 people on. So Krieger, yeah, so silly ensigns get ordered to give chase and sink by secretary. They give chase and they get chewed out. Yeah. Set later and join it. I wish I could, but unfortunately I'm up for work 5 days a week. So the weekends generally I have that longer time, but again, everyone's up on the weekend. So oh god, I've just got booted. AFK. Give me a chance to catch up on chat. Give that a second to disconnect me. Had a moment in character of flip tiles and coin, which means I popped off. So to bust me ass to get Smythe to trust me with a sloop. I can't trust anyone with a sloop. It's ridiculous. I only way I can see someone jumping on the helm is a boarding situation where people get cut down and whoever's standing jumps on the helm to save it. Yeah, exactly. So you can see Anderson getting some podium time, and then once they're LT, they get the wheel time. Yeah, exactly. But they're doing war games for like, was it NCOs against High Command or something? It's like, it's not wrong. I just don't understand it. You know, it's inward RP, which is, it's always said, it's like the Navy's not there for inwards RP, and that is just pure inwards RP. You know, the whole war games, even in kind of EU time, you know, that's like four hours every week. And then like yesterday, it was like war games. Luckily enough, had the 2 pirate vessels come in to B2, but you know, that's even more inwards RP, and it's like 5.0 minimize inwards RP, but no, we're kind of finding every new possible way to have inwards RP. Crosis, you can get a slap. What galleon? No one remembers that, no? You had to pick your captain to go against his old crew. You'd pick the Admiral Worthington. That's because the 1v1. Everyone else would lose. No. No, you haven't. And that's the thing as well. If I went on a brig, if I rang those bells at the parade to go on a brig to get people on there, they'll be going, "Who's this and where's the Apollo?" I think I said that before on stream. No one knows where the Apollo is, because the Apollo's a standard brig as well, but it's built as an interceptor, so it's got like 40,000 weight on it. I think it's about 20% weight fully loaded. So I don't know how fast it goes at all. People stopped logging in earlier because if they skipped a patrol, so they don't miss their captain's patrol, yeah. So people have stopped showing up, yeah. Or some of us come up with dumb answers, yeah. And that's the problem, yeah. Yeah, I watched. Has B2 gone down? Has B2 gone down? Has B2 gone down? Why did that say that? Let me close the game. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Doesn't usually bother me. Midnight. How do we check? Excuse me. So glad you quit WoW. I've not played WoW for many years. The first MMO I played was Star Wars Galaxies. I think that was 2002, and that was an amazing game until Sony bought it and screwed it over. Even the modern MMOs, up to like Star Wars Galaxies, the whole concept of what it was and how it worked, and I can't, you know, I've played MMOs since kind of 2000 onwards. And none of them really touched it at all for me. That's also your personal choice and preference with that. Oh god, server, now you're asking. Zeracon, how you doing? That's the name I'm not seeing for a while. Yeah, Star Wars Galaxies. Infinity. Is it Infinity? I think it was Infinity. I've actually got on my YouTube, one of my very first kind of gaming videos on my YouTube that I made, which was for the closure of the server when, say, after the NGE came out and kind of screwed everything over and they were shutting the servers down. Do you want me to see if I can find it? It's really bad. Oh, I might get DMCA'd for it though, because the song on it. How to do that? I can probably give you the links, or so just stuff it. Videos. Let me see if I can find it on my YouTube. I've got some real random stuff on here. Over the years. I didn't realize I had so much stuff actually. I don't think I played Ultima. I think I've tried EverQuest for like a month. WoW, I played for like a year or so. Back in the day. Yeah, there's a few streamers that were on emulators for Star Wars Galaxies. I don't think I could go back to it now. I could never go back. I don't think I would ever go back to it now, just because it's not what it was. You kind of remember it for the experience, don't you? And the experience back then. That was when I was in the military, so I was like playing with the guys off shift, you know, till like 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning. And kind of closed beta tested Jump to Light Speed when that came out. So I'm still looking through my videos to see if I can find. This must be one of the very first ones. Got so many. Yeah, because then after that, I kind of sunk my teeth into SWTOR, the Old Republic. Don't know if there's another game you heard of, RF Online, the Korean mech PvP MMO. End of an era video. It's 8 minutes long. Eight minutes long. I don't know, as I say, I think this has got like, this is, when did I do this? I made this in 25th of October in 2006. And it's like a really dodgy video. But I think I was probably one of the only Jedi Wookiees on that server. The flipping video, I think, because it was a copy, it's only at 240p. This is old school. It was Fraps. I don't know if anyone's heard of the program called Fraps.com. Used to use for video copying and such. Not copying, but capturing. But yeah, it's I can give you the link. I'll give you the link, because I think if I watch on stream, it's going to be really bad. RF Online as well. I was on the mech side, yeah. We had I've got another video from that as well. I had a big guild in that. So that's the link to the Star Wars Galaxies clips and stuff. Deal. Don't know. This is like so old. So you can hardly see. It's like 240p. So the quality is not as good, but let's do my Jedi grind. An amazing game. Amazing game. And then they brought out the expansion thanks to Sony and completely screwed it. I did it the hard way. Absolutely. As I say, I'm pretty certain I was the only Jedi Wookiee on that server. Because the characters had different chances of getting met by the old man to get you on your Jedi path. So it's like just nuts. Hours and hours and hours on this game. There's glitched in the wall. There's my Jedi Wookiee. Yep, there's plenty of that. You've been wiped. That was jump to light speed stuff. Used to love going to like all the cantinas to get your buffs with the musicians. Just all the different planets to that's actual in-game stuff. So you used to just stand and watch the entertainers give you buffs in the cantinas. I've not watched this I've not seen this for years. I think it's like the 5th video uploaded on my YouTube. There he is, there's my Jedi Wookiee in training. That was my second character. With a beard. Very weird. Terrakassi master thing on. Like little text boxes when you used to type into chat. Because obviously it wasn't voice chat back then, for the most part. That was my lair. You used to buy houses, furnish your houses, people used to make all the stuff for your houses. It's just like the environment in Star Wars Galaxy is just... People now have missed out. You know, the kids now have missed out on this type of MMO. There's a Ventrilo. Yeah, it's a bit work. November the 12th, 2005. This was our end of server closure party we did in our city. Or our player town.
It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know or wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it.
But yeah, that was the link if you want to watch all of it. I can say because it started from like 4 or 5 minutes or 3 minutes in. So yeah, it's about 3 minutes in. It started from. So it's kind of the beginning bits. Should have just watched all of it. Going after the crate dragons to get the crate dragons skulls and stuff. Yes, that was an amazing game. That was really good. It's sad. It is sad. But again, big corporations, Sony came in and took it over and brought out the expansion and they completely screwed over the player base with the expansion. And after that, they changed all the kind of the skill trees and the way you leveled up, and yeah, the big corporations just boof, gone. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And it's continued on, unfortunately, one way or another. Big corporations coming in just for the money. Because as I say, at that time, there was nothing touching it. I think even I didn't know about WoW. I don't think around that point. I think it was like a year into playing Star Wars Galaxies that I kind of started to learn about WoW. But when did WoW come out? Was it the turn of the century? It was yeah, it was good times. Good times. So that got me into the 2003. So yeah, let's say that's the link to the video directly. But actually, well, before I go back into the game, before I have to finish off. There you go, I got my YouTube link there to an actual YouTube channel. So if you want to catch up with Atlas over the seasons, there's old Atlas videos from I think it's season 2, I think it is. It's kind of, I think I joined the end of season 1. But didn't really start creating videos or streaming it until kind of season 2. But so they've all merged into one, so I can't quite remember. WoW launched in 2004. Yeah, so that would have been about, yeah, it's about a year then. Was it 2005 on the end of that video, wasn't it? If I get paperwork today, someone's getting stabbed. My day has been paperwork nightmare at work. You almost died. Look, Krieger, you know you love paperwork. I've heard you in your own stream say how much you actually love paperwork. I think you mentioned it the other day. I was lurking while I was trying to sleep. I think it was either end of last week or it was one of your recent streams where you're saying that Loger's son hates paperwork and he'll avoid it as much as he can, but he'll do as little as possible. 101 page loan document, manual edits on every page. Financial document as well. Yikes.
For that, he's asleep on our ships half the time.
You'll avoid pointless paperwork. 3 breakdowns, 1 instant is done. Yeah, well, to be honest, we have actually got rid of a lot of paperwork in P.L.U, so a lot of it is just the copying of reports that come in for distribution. God, imagine if WoW didn't recover from this. Did that have a big issue on initial releases? I don't really know much about WoW. I played it for about a year, but I couldn't get over. WoW was Star Wars Galaxies rebound, and I could never really get into WoW, fortunately. Dark Age of Camelot. Does anyone remember the Age of Conan MMO? That was interesting. Was it Age of Conan? That's the one what's out now. There was one before that, like years and years and years ago. There was a Conan one that came out Was it? No, it couldn't have been, because Age of Conan... Isn't Age of Conan what's out now? What was that? What was the Conan one what came out? Was it Age of Conan? What's the Conan one out now called? The Conan gets hot. It was. It was. Guild Wars. Now that was... I think the original, yeah, Guild Wars. The original Guild Wars. I actually enjoyed that. I've not played Guild Wars 2 though. Excuse me. Da, 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 da. Unchained, that's the one. Age of Conan. Is it? Yeah, I think it was Unchained, was it? If that's the one that was out like 50 billion years ago, MMO, then yeah, I can't 100% remember the correct name. Second. Yeah, I think the game box is in my parents' loft or attic. I think that's what the you across the water call the space above the house, below the roof. Eaves, or in the roof eaves, is that attic? We call it a loft. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. That looks okay. Right. Oh. Put that one down. Went blue for a minute. Something. Oh god, there's of course there's a non-allied player. No.
False advertising?
Yeah.
Oh, it's someone over there.
I.
Go away. Dee. Just pop random books around everywhere. Warhammer Online Collector's Edition. Excuse me. Absolutely, that's the one. Age of Conan Hyborian Adventures. That is the one. Yeah. Funcom. Yeah. Funcom. Yeah. It's in the name. Hate it. What do you hate? The loft in the States now is when you put like a balcony in a house and toss the bed up there. to look down. Warhammer Online collected. Yeah, never played Warhammer Online. D. He was a Warhammer painter. Yeah, that is actually an art in itself, to be honest. Some of the Warhammer stuff, or to be honest, a lot of the Warhammer stuff it's amazing the amount of effort that people put into it. It's a very, very niche market, but the amount of money in that market for the type of niche it is, it shows how popular the I guess the franchise is. Ooh. So what we got in here? Okay. Bowls. Weapon rack. Bins. So keep that. Keep that. I never read that. The house received option. Put a date on it, my god. This is coming from high brass, I think, and they can't even put bloody dates on. Please note that not all vessels can be updated at this time, therefore your request be analysed and complete in order which... Put a date on. I don't know how old that is. Don't know how old that is. Oh, that was the letter from Steele from yesterday, after he gave me those 15 mannequins. The good lad he is. You painted everything, you loved it. Then when you played versus other people on huge tables constantly, yeah. I guess it's like train sets, isn't it? Completely different, but it's still same concept. You know, models, kind of building kind of the environments to sit the models in as such. Spin that. Upper, 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 lower, 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 upper, upper. So upper, lower, front door, my office. There's one of the... Or it might be still on the desk upstairs. I think he gave me a key. Red, to be read. So that's Nexus's door key. A whole stack of food here. But what I'm going to do is take some ice back with me to put in my food bucket. Oh crap. Ice is very heavy, isn't it? Didn't realise that. Doesn't last very long, does it, ice? go food there. Food there. Done that. Keep hold of that. Go in there. So that can go in the docks. That can go in the docks. That can go in the docks. Is there any more tables down here? Medical. That's cake stuff. Do not remove. Old keys. Artisan's tool belt. I've got a fireplace here, have we? Worn chest. Got any shelves or anything? Doors. It's trim. Yeah, I've not got anything really else to decorate in that room as such. Rules of engagement. Let's hang on, what is it? Flare code. Is that a copy? Colonial bench. Table. Bookcase. Okay. It's going to really need to get hold of some other bits by the looks of it. Is that the back or the front? 'Cause some of this stuff's always backwards, isn't it? Oh, it's fine. Can you pick that up? And pick up. I saw it, so could not unsee it. Oh my god. You had a little workstation. Parents made you could paint. Which better do? Oh, Kriegor. That's one. I share a cat pals with Gowl and his mannequin fetish. A Twitch moderating bot blocked fetish. I don't know why. 14,000 person queue for WoW server. Oh my god. Yeah, Blizzard hit the mark with that, didn't they? Let's be honest. Bum. Just stick it here, it'll be fine. These hand grenades is what Paige gave me right at the beginning when the P.L.U first started. So those keys are fine. So are these books copied? Some procedures. Okay, so I wonder how they got into there. Strange. Oh, they're there. One's there, so that's the rules of engagement. That's a flare code, so I can actually get rid of these two as well then. That is fine. Need to drop. In here. Just because. Really? Automod held a message for reason sex-based term. Allow will post it to chat. Gooch is running the WoW guild for it. Ah dear. Words. Words. Words are a thing. Any more seats down here? Don't think there is. No seats. Have I gone past seats? No. Didn't even think about it because that's his switch. Yeah, we need some more red chairs. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this area here, to be fair. This area is kind of weird. It's kind of a... just a standing area. Need some rugs as well. Don't think we've got any rugs. There's no rugs, is there? Cupboards. Got some bowls. Boxes. Plenty of drink. Could do with a wine rack. Yeah, we've got no carpets or anything, so we need carpets as well. Unless there's any downstairs. Yeah, I probably won't see you, Kriegor, but if I do, well, hi. But if not, bye. Thanks for coming through. Right, give me 1 second. Just do that. Okay. Can't get that to work. That's very strange. It's very strange. Also need an animal crate. Let's Just signage and stuff in there. Red chair, books, planter boxes. Don't know if we can get anchor on the wall. Colonial shelves. I'll have to do this quick before a privateer turns up. I've got a rug. What are you on about? Rug here. Should we put it there? Yeah. More options. Oh, you can make little baby ones. One, two, three, four. I guess we'll go about there. Let's try and brighten the place up a little bit with plant a box. Can't go there. Actually. One here. That's all of it. Got the old ruggy rugs. That's one a bit more homely, which is fine. Okay. Looks good. Don't know where the where's it gone? Duty log. What's the date? 6th. Oh, it's about 1700 to 2000 EST. Smythe. I was going to say, I was going to write something in here. I can't remember what it was. Ooh.
Ahoy there!
Maybe on duty tomorrow. Around the same time. If not, it's Thursday. Zach fan, how you doing? If I remember correctly, is this Mr. Man? I think that is your name, isn't it? Join your LOA. Yeah. I didn't even know you was on LOA. Why is it not in this book? Hey. Why did you not put it into the duty log? Say I won't be around. How you doing? Yeah. Glad you're taking time off. And I'll say that to everybody. Take time off. Take time off. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping you know about the duty log. The duty log is just to leave a note for people following on from where you have left off, I guess, for anything. So like I'm putting on it in here. I'm maybe on duty tomorrow around the same time. If not, it'll be Thursday, which will be the 8th. So it's just a way to allow everybody to see, because you should come in every day and check this duty log and see if there's anything handed over or any notes that may be relevant to your working day, and just pop a time of when you're roughly in. So if someone may come on in an hour and see, oh, Smythe was on today and he was around, so blah blah blah. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. So it's not a big thing. It's just a in character thing. So, but it just helps to keep up to date with what's happening with everybody. But I'm sure there's something else I was meant to put in here, and I can't remember what it is. Around the same time, if not, it'll be Thursday. Don't worry about that, I'll be back. No, I think that's it. I think that's it for now. That's all I need to worry about. Duty log. Make a copy before moving. Good. Don't know what this is. Logistics. Yeah, it's a shame we can't get any more signs on the wall. A little bit frustrating. $2 gold. Ship turn in. 5 gold. As per official documentation. So many Masters mates on the roster. Oh, it's not there, is it? It's over here. Steel isn't around that often. So Steel's not really around, but she Delion is hardly ever here. Shadow, I think, has been down once, but she offered to help, but I know she's busy doing other stuff as well. So currently, really, the only Masters mate we have here is yourself. So yeah. That's just a 1, realistically. Right, that's good. Okay. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Where's Chunk? Where's Chunk? That horsey storage needs sorting out. Can't move these, can you? No. Can't move them. Boo. Oh, 1 second. You have to act with decorum befitting your rank. Of course, of course. Why would you think any different? Why do you think any different? Blue sheep. Go on, dummy. Access crate. Sheep are so annoying. They're so annoying around here. annoying sheepies. Okay, what's in here? Then we got all this stuff as well here. Anchor there. Yeah, I could probably get rid of this station area and just open this up to make a room there. But yeah, it's meant to be a barrack. It's not meant to be a hotel room, so I don't mind this being changed around, because this was kind of a last minute thing. But yeah, I'm not having single rooms or that stuff. Nope, nope, nope. Absolutely not. Right. Yeah, the Master's Mates can make it feel like a decorum. I'm going to make a note of that. I'll be speaking to you when I see you again, okay? Absolutely. Behave yourself, Mr. Man. Actually, let me, before I forget, let me just dump these in here, because we've got loads of stuff here as well, but they can go in there. I'm going to go down to the bin here. So I need to hold on to that one. So let's start Mr. Nexus's one there. Close that. It's fine. Yeah, you can go, yes. Because I take everything from watching streams and chat and stuff, and I put it all into my gameplay. Because I do what everyone else does. Joke. Joke. But yeah, need to finish. Unfortunately, it's 1:05. I'm not for work at 7, so the metagaming is ruined. But it's fun though, absolutely fun. But yeah, it was an eventful start of the stream. Thank you again to Salvarian. The amount of subs he dropped on my plate was absolutely horrendously generous. I think he dropped 38 subs on me tonight, which I still can't believe. Had eight subscribers when I started stream a few hours ago, and now we've got 46. So very, very generous. So if you have got one from him, make sure you send him some love if you get the opportunity again. But yeah, I shall be back on. I should be back on either tomorrow if I can get a chance, or it'll be Thursday, around about the same time again. During the week, I have RL stuff to do, so I only really get a couple of hours on the evening, so generally just pop in where I can to keep up to date what's going on, and then I'll see the weekends we around a little bit longer. But yeah, not sure if anyone else of note is streaming. or any suggestions we can drop a little raid onto? Should we drop you onto Midshipmate Weathers, also known as Wind God 2000? So let me do where are we? Right. Wind God 2000. Midshipmate Weathers of His Majesty's Royal Navy. Go say hello. Tell him Smythe says get to work or something. I'll let you choose. But yeah, thank you very much again. Very much appreciated all your kind of the follows and the lurks and subs and interactions, etc. Makes my streams more enjoyable, knowing that there's that interaction there. But if not, I just enjoy the fact if you're just there lurking as well. It's very much appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to press this button just here and click this raid now button. So I'll see you over there very briefly before I head to bed. Good night.